Hello, welcome to another episode of Wrath of the Righteous. How you doing? I'm Serial, playing through my own rendition, or my own playthrough as it were. Just keeping it chill. Okay, I confess, I absolutely, I just couldn't take it anymore. I cheated. I used Toy Box, and I used it pretty hard. No, it's just I'm not digging this armory mechanic. Like some of you may be Command and Conquer fans or StarCraft fans or whatever, and just love building units up to take them on. Like that's just not me. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this anyway. Plus, I want to kind of knock out and see what some of these fights look like anyhow. Like that looks gnarly. But I'm gonna take these guys in, and they may or may not get wiped out. So we'll see how it goes. Archers, cultist fighters, footmen. Well, take out their archers first. By the way, Hell Knights are terrifying. This is not going to end well for anyone. High morale enables Hell Knights to attack again. Low morale causes footmen to panic. Why is that even a thing now? Okay. The traitors who defected to the enemy side at Kennebrus are dead, and Nero Saint expresses deepest gratitude to the commander. Okay. Well, the general has leveled. Mobile hospital. Okay. Increase infirmary. AC attack and damage. Wow. Penetrating strike. What's this? Oh. You know, that probably has a more long-term bang for its buck, but I kind of want this. Nope, cut him down. Well, this just made things too damn easy. I guess I should have seen that coming. Obviously. Nope. Those Hell Knights are OP as hell, man. Okay. I should have toned it down to about like the initial 10 that I got. I did buy 8 more actually. Tyranny of Mind. +2 heavy flail when wielded by a non-good character. Okay. Each time we hit with it, a will saving throw DC 13 becomes effective equivalent to a dominate person spell. Wow. Oh man, okay. I can actually use that. See, I couldn't. See, the problem is I can't move my heroes past this point because of the demon army that's here. Like, you can sneak past these things. Usually you might have an encounter. But that's just not always going to be the case. I mean, look at that thing. It's got a lair. Oh, Belt of Giant Strength +4. Yes, please. Okay. I'm getting excited for stuff I probably shouldn't have even earned yet. Anyway, so I think I can enter camp, right? I wanted to take a long rest while at camp while the army's out marching around and kicking tail. Also because I remembered something. And I'm beginning to wonder if it's too late to make any big difference now, but because it's out of sequence, but or if it's out of sequence, gee, I don't know. What I'm talking about is I found a quiver. Or not a quiver, but a sword sheath. Had her, so yeah, she found a scabbard with your family name on in the Great Garrison. All right. The scabbard held the solemn hour, my family's sword. My father once fought with it, and I took it when I left home to become a paladin. Alas, it was not stolen. I parted with my heirloom willingly to help someone dear to me. And if he needed expensive healing, and having no other way to procure the money, I pawned my father's sword. I think he would have understood. I'm sure he would have given up everything to help the family. Damn. I hoped to redeem the solemn hour eventually, but there was never enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawn shop altogether. I have no idea who took it. Seems like I'll have to part with my father's sword forever. You can see you truly love her. My parents were loyal servants, yet it wasn't enough to earn the title of coat of arms. Still, however humble our name might be, it is worth something. I don't know if I'll ever see the solemn hour again, but at least I have its scabbard back. Thank you. So it turns out that the queen had her account was watching me. I wonder why. That's right. There was a little bit of information I uncovered. You think the queen doesn't trust you? If that were true, she would have put you in charge of this army. My main task is to be your advisor. and you've gained enough experience as a commander. As for counterintelligence, and Navy and I were tasked with keeping an eye on your inner circle, but you're not under suspicion, Commander. You're under our protection. Okay. So she's like, I'm surprised she's not a noble. But yeah, every noble family begins somewhere. You must have heard of the recent story of the stolen lands in the River Kingdoms. Just imagine coming from nowhere and make it all the way to the royal crown in just a few years. I like that game a lot, despite its flaws. Sometimes I wonder what would happen if I managed to distinguish myself somehow, but then I push away such unworthy, selfish thoughts, of course. We don't fight for rewards. The fate of the world is at stake, and yet. Alright, well, I better get going. Mysterious elf. A wooded elf, huh? Well, there were lots of wounded in Kinderbris. Who wounded him? In what way? And if you appear relaxed, you nonchalant. But her eyes gleam attentively, and her hands, if by coincidence, are resting in the belt next to her weapon. Mysterious elf? How should I know? It must have been demons. If the wound was serious after I is fully recovered from it, maybe you could point me towards a healer. I could. The woman snaps and rags all the way up to her eyes to drown the sound of footsteps. Damn it! In a lightning fast motion, Nivea knocks something from the woman's hand. It's an amulet that seemingly appeared out of nowhere. It falls to the ground and disappears in a flash of magic. What's the rush, sweetheart? Stay a while. The commander, me, we've got a couple questions for you, too. Excuse me. Wow. You know, I've walking around camp. I've kind of noticed this woman. I've just been wondering what the heck is going on with it. But here we are. Yeah, you won't escape this time. You hear a heavy sigh coming from the Shaw. Fine, you've got me. We'll talk, but not here. Leave me somewhere away from prying eyes. She's all yours, Commander. I caught her, I handed her over, and now, by now, as I say, wash my hands of this whole affair. Spoken like a true spy master. What do you want from me, soldier? An exasperated gesture that she rips a half mask off her face, and you see her black skin and crimson eyes. It's Kaylessa, the elf you met in Kinebris. Ah, I remember you. We had a whole lecture about how drow work in Galarian. Well, they can't legally call them drow anymore, but. Oh, that would be. No. No. Why did you follow my army? To find someone, Kayla let out a signed huff. His masters want me dead, which means I will die sooner or later. After a pause, she narrows her eyes and spits out, but that doesn't mean I'll lie down and accept my fate. I know lands to slaughter, and I won't be waiting kindly for a kindly execution to come to me, knife in hand, never again. Are you a spy? Scarlet eyes flash defiantly as she mutters through her teeth. I'm not going to hide it. I've come here to commit a violent and bloody act, but I do not serve demons, and I won't do you or your forces any harm. Don't be coy, I need details. Why? Frowning skeptically, she gives you an appraising look. And what will you do with my story? Take into account and pass your judgment? Kill me if you deem me a reprobate? Kill the poor girl if you don't? Well, I haven't asked for help, and your authority to judge seems rather dubious. Well. There's a girl involved, okay? I wanted the... Okay. She's lying to you, it's plain to say. At this point, I really should be like, nope, I'm not convinced. And, like, just take her out. She shrugs casually. Her fate had not been hanging in the balance just a moment ago. So I've met other elves like you, at least they're demons. And I'm warning you as minions. The words escape her lips before she is able to stop them, and she looks at you with visible irritation. One of Descari's servants is a powerful elf by the name of Amamora, and those corrupted elves are her lackeys. Don't ask me how I know this or why my appearance is similar to theirs. I'm not your enemy, but if you see them, kill them without remorse. Shit. Everyone's a soldier in war, generals and privates alike. I look at you and I see someone whose life is war and only war. That makes you a soldier. Alright. Yep, she's leaving as well. I don't know about this. That was probably a mistake. Anyway, let's try to get a rest in.
You say the priests of Shaylin revere beauty, but not once have you asked to paint my portrait. Why?
I made several attempts, but none of my sketches were satisfactory. There is something in you that eludes my brush.
That is kind of telling, actually. Alright. None of them have any movement left. Give me your quest item. Hmm. Squish. We lost one Hell Knight. Oh no. Crest of the Mandalore Lens, the Fallen Knight. Okay. And a +2 breastplate. Their leader had a baldric with him recognizable by the soldiers. The crest of the infamous Fallen Knight, Mandalore Lens. Accept. Okay. We're clearing out the armies in the back. That one might be problematic, though. Brimarax, cultists. Oh no, one went down. Okay. Looks like I got him back. Energy points, huh? Half of a description of nearby city remained in the grave of the Gladbank stage to secluded cave where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics and some selflessly devoted cleric had managed to rescue from fallen Dresden. They also discovered flasks of sanctified oils, boxes of religious rituals, and sacred masses. Here the brave priests hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to save them from a demonic threat. Yay. Oh, we gotta level up. I mean, more units, yeah? Anyway. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm not. Skeletal champions? Yikes. We might be in a real bit of trouble. Let's see if I can pull it off, though. I can't. That sells that. Two shots and my unit's destroyed. Alright. They're back in camp. Let's get the others here, too. Alright. Let's see how far I can get. I think it's going to be a quick turnaround. Ooh, right at midnight. That's right, Sela's got negative levels.
Keep your wits about you.
I don't have access. Yeah, I do actually. I should be preparing spells for her. Okay. Restoration is a 4th level spell, if I remember correctly, in this rule set. Yeah. Got Diamond Dust. Divine Power, though. Next time. Krinuk, okay. The aged kobold sitting by a small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He does not reach for a weapon or hiss threatening. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. My name is Christian. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly without usual kobold hissing. Moving side of the kobold hosted carcass of a small animal on a stick roasted on the fire. Dinner would be ready soon. Kobolds are a rather courteous lot, it would seem. I never expected to receive an invitation to dinner from one of your kind. As a guest, rather than a dish, that is. I didn't exactly invite you, Count. My invitation was addressed to the commander. But sit down and help yourself. Beyond the walls of your fancy mansions, you'll find surprises far more unusual than my humble self. Okay. I better kill you just in case. Was it you who left me that note? Of course, who else would it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I could provide. What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your cause, so I provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does it work for you? Okay. How exactly can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot. And a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor is a kobold, the merits are not so obvious, but you're in luck. This kobold right here has extreme knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful someday. After some thought, you know, sort of this campfire. One more thing I have to offer is this hair after it's cooked. You know so much about demons. I've had experiences with them. I don't want to go into depth right now. All I'm saying is after a rather short and not even hostile encounter with them, I stopped eating meat for several years. Dang. Well, it's the catch. No catch. There's always a catch. Yeah. I'm acting for wholly altruistic reasons, but my motives are something I'd rather not reveal. Turns his face to you with his wrinkles become more visible with the glow of his fire. We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't you think it's too early to expect complete candor just yet? As I've already told you, I'm a friend of the Crusade. You can count to trust me, or you can leave. I offer help and ask for nothing in return. So the question is simple: will you accept the claw of friendship from a stranger, or is your distrust stronger than your need for help? Okay, sure. What? Alright, just drop by your camp whenever I want a piece of advice. Got it. Strange animal for sure, but seems. Oh my. Oh, that gives it away. The energies of the world makes everything in this an illusion. Harmless look at animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads, and your enemies, sometimes your enemies can look like your friends. Weird. Okay. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First, if you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales will fall on your eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person, you tie them up, and then start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor? Every traitor must be executed. Kobold grins wryly. That sounded smooth, as if you read it from an Inquisitor's scroll. What if you think what if you think with your own head instead of repeating slogans? Fine. Let me assume you execute the traitor. Then what? The overall score is still in the demon's favor. Something in Kraken's words sounds merciless like cold steel. If you catch a traitor, grab them and shake them until they spill everything they know. Some need to be tortured, others will crack if you threaten them with family, bribe them with promises of mercy and gold, or wring the traitor dry like a mop and think about war and nothing but ethics. Or at least the smart people write the books. You got really worked up there. Who, me? Not at all. To say that you're like an expert on kobolds if you insult our deepest feelings and emotions. I guess you're right. Maybe right, maybe wrong. I'm just sharing my opinion. Then again, for discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back for far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by the Discarites from Baphomites, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while another one lies at the entrance of the citadel. Damn. Where did you learn that? Gossip, hearsay, the world's an ocean of chatter, and I'm quite a skilled fisherman. Of course it is, I wouldn't waste your time. Cracking his knuckles, Kringo gives you an inquisitive look. I hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revere leader into a disgraced pariah. Seen it happen before. I've lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Can you even imagine? Kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk. I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know it. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Oh boy. I needed a drink. He clears his throat and starts talking in a sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard. Oh. Why is it kind of ring a bell when he said that? Anyway. I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and underground lakes were brimming with fish. Of course, we have plenty of slaves, and that Ruby was a model of global success, with a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidate even a few nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying her power. Once long ago, the leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew as did the number of lost souls. It was like that until our leader Umrak came to power. She was a principled and proud leader who didn't want to bend the knee to hell, so she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. It was attacked by its neighbors at the Devil's extinction, epidemics broke out, and then our slaves rebelled. They came after their former masters in the dead of night. Our clutches of eggs were ravaged, our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. Slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chased us down to caves and mine shafts level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us was darkness. Lurking in the darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. After raising his voice dramatically, he suddenly stops. Then he adds with a teasing smile, I think this moment is enough to cliffhanger to stop here. Okay. It's a demon's main weakness. They're hostage to the nature by nature. These are a bunch of mad apes. Grotesque parody of ordinary chaos. If you make a bunch of apes angry, you just give one a banana and an arm, the other with a stick, and they'll kill each other without your direct intervention. Okay. You know anything about wounds inflicted by demons that have disappeared and disappear, then they reappear again? Do I need to resort to platitudes such weird tricks then? Demons can be expected. Okay, I just skip that part. I've never heard of anything like you're describing, but new sorts of nasty stuff appear in the world room every day. However, I don't think about it more. I don't think that this wound doesn't cause enough trouble to be something demons did to you on purpose. When you're hit by the magic of the abyss, you know instantly that death is coming your way, and fast. Alright. I better go. Yeah. Well, I'm just searching around now, but...
Watch out for trouble.
Alright. That was a bit weird. I'm pretty sure that's a demon. Okay, what am I fighting?
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Oh, that's a Minotaur. Baphomet's Flame Blade.
just the wrong mongrel.
2 hits.
I'll cut you wide open.
Oh, rolled a 1. Nobody's hurt, so I guess they'll just buff.
Amaranda grazie.
Alright, it's blind.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Good, take that big thing out.
You won't survive me.
The spirits demand your blood.
Out of my sight.
Another blind attack successful.
So it comes to this.
No glory without risk.
Endure this.
He did.
You are today's sacrifice.
I'd say that went pretty well. All right. It's a level 5 fortification. Alright. I think it's time for the army, but it's more importantly, I think it's time to stop the episode here. I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer on this little gaming sesh, but until this next episode comes out, I'll see you then. Have a good one.